Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will, LDBC or nothing. And this thing is turned up loud. Wow, this thing is loud. Anyway, shout out to the mighty LDBC. I am Trill Will, LDBC or nothing. Y'all come in. Come in. I normally don't go live on Tuesdays because I'm tired. But this is a pertinent manner that I have to address because I had yet another epiphany today. So therefore, y'all gonna get it too. So come in. When you come in, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you click the bell icon. Make sure you do all that hoop blah 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 blah. Make sure that you donate to the channel also and all that good fun shit. But come in. I got some stuff to share. It's time for a revelation. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm going to show y'all why I'm the GOAT. Tay, good evening, Queen. How are you? I'm going to show y'all something really fascinating if y'all take time out to even think about it. I never even thought about it like this until I seen a video today. Shogun, what's up, family? I never even thought of this shit. Better yet, I'll go ahead and share it with y'all. The few of y'all that's in here. White supremacy is a scam. Racism and white supremacy is a scam. A whole scam. It's a whole Ponzi scheme. Bill, how you doing today, man? It's a whole Ponzi scheme. Let me explain. And y'all know I got receipts. But I don't think I need them. I think what I'm about to say is going to make a bell go off in your head, man, for real. I think it's going to make a bell go off in your head, for real. Can you recover my account? I can't. I don't know who you are. Bye, Mystery Princess. I don't know who you are. Have a good day. Okay. Hey, racist white people, you're being scammed. And y'all been getting scammed since scamming was scamming. Come on in. I gotta tell y'all about this. This is to all the racist piles of trash that's out here. That's it. Patricio, how are you? I really gotta share this with y'all. Y'all think about it. White supremacy is a scam. Scam. Mahari, what's up, man? Hey, Mahari, wait till you hear this revelation that I have, man. This is wild work. Y'all should be mad at yourselves. Racist white people, y'all should be mad at yourselves. Y'all are getting took for everything and then some. Your ancestors got took. You're getting took. The people who came here are getting took. Did y'all know? I was working today, and a video came out on. I was watching this video, and I think I sent it to my wife. I think I did. Hold on, let me see if I sent it to her. I wondered did I send it to my wife. I think I sent it to my wife. I think I did. Hold on, let me see if I hope I did. I hope I did. I don't think I did, though. I don't think I did. Nope, I didn't. Anywho. Anywho. Okay, let me get into it. White supremacy is a scam. And poor white people have been getting scammed for eons. What's up with it, Sheldon? White people have been getting scammed for eons. Like eons. They've been getting poor white people have been getting scammed. They got scammed into the idea that somehow because you have white skin that makes you superior to other people, right? Because that's pretty much the whole going thing with the Ku Klux Klan, the Three Percenters, the Proud Boys, all these racist organizations in America. All of them had a predicate that somehow white skin equals more intelligence, more strength, a superiority complex over everybody, if you will. Now walk with me here. What have those same white guys or white racists that go around saying and espousing this mess, what do they have to show for their said supremacy? If your answer was zero, then you'd be correct. You have nothing tangible in the history of this country to show for your white supremacy. You have absolutely nothing. You're in the same muck and mar that you look down on black and immigrants and brown people alike. The way you look down on black people and immigrants and the whole nine. You're getting Ponzi scheme, homie. You didn't win anything. You're not superior to nothing. Is it raining? It's raining. God dog it. Asians love the whites. Well, you need to buckle up, Buttercup, because this is going to get fun. Who is capturing slaves? Who is the ones that were overseers in the fields while slaves worked? And where were the rich white people at? Yep, this is all about capitalism and the Ponzi scheme. So y'all finna follow me here. These motherfuckers convinced y'all that somehow because of your skin color, you're superior to others. But the tangible things that you have are the exact same of the ones you look down on and racially discriminate against. The same thing. The same thing that you look down on black people, all peoples of color, everybody you look down on, everybody that y'all go around talking about how much you hate them, how much they're less than because of their skin color. The same thing that those people that you criticize and you look your nose down at, you have the same exact nothing that they have. And if you don't mind the system, you're subject to the system's laws. Here's my example. Donald Trump staged the insurrection at the White House January 6, 2021. Out of everybody who was arrested, Donald Trump never seen a jail cell, never seen a courthouse, never seen anything. But 1,600 other people did. You get where I'm going with this? 1,600 people went to prison for a man who staged the whole shit and nothing happened to him. This same man. Now, if y'all been watching the news like I've been watching the news, like news feeds that pop up on social media, you've noticed there's a whole uptick of white men and white women being arrested for sexual assault against minors and all that. The Jeffrey Epstein files come out and nothing happens. There's nothing to see here. But those people are going to jail. Several January 6 people got convicted of child pornography and sexual assault of a minor and all that. They got time in prison right now. They're sitting in a prison cell now. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has depositions everywhere. Right now in the Southern District of New York, he has depositions there with Katie Johnson. He has all kinds of pictures, evidence, videos with Jeffrey Epstein. There's no doubt this motherfucker's on the list. That's why they keep trying to keep this shit quiet. The Republicans last night just voted not to expose the Epstein list, not to make Pam Bundy subject America to the Epstein list. They voted against it. They protected pedophiles. The Republican Party, the party of family values, just literally blocked fucking the protection of pedophiles and creeps and sexual assaulters of minors. They pretty much blocked it and allowed these people to remain anonymous, and they ain't gonna give them they ain't gonna give the victims no kind of justice whatsoever. And where's the outrage? Where's the laws at when it applies to rich people like Prince Andrew, who's on the list, Donald Trump, who's on the list, Bill Clinton, who's on the list? Where is the justice for these? Where is it? But your poor white ass, I guarantee if you was on the list, I guarantee your poor white ass would be in jail. So my question is, the question of the day is, who are you superior to? You're not superior to shit. You're superior to that imaginary world that people like Charlie Cook has painted for you. You're a part of this imaginary world that Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller have painted for you to make you feel like that because you have white skin, that automatically ascends you on top of everybody else. And I starkly remember, every time somebody mentioned white privilege, I have white people in my chat, white people in my comments saying, where's my privilege at? I don't see any privilege. What are you superior to? What are you superior to? What is white supremacy? The idea that white skin makes you superior to everybody on the planet. That is white supremacy in a nutshell. That anybody else with any hue or shade in their skin is beneath you, and you can trample over them because white is pure for some weird reason, when it's not. When white has Neanderthal DNA, when white has African DNA in it, they won't want to admit it. Because the only people on this planet that have the Eve gene are black women. The only group of people who can lay with any race on this country and on this planet, and that baby's gonna come out with black skin, are black people. Melanated people are the only ones that can dictate the color or race of anybody they lay down with. Period. That is a known fact. That is a fact. A white man sleeps with a black woman. What color is that child gonna be? That child gonna be light skinned. That child is gonna be black. A black man lays with a white woman, that child is going to be black. Piff, what's up with it, man? That child is going to be black. This is what these people are not going to tell you. They're going to keep trying to fool you. Charlie Kirk is going to keep going around with Turning Point, that Turning Scam USA, and they're going to keep going out lying to you. Keep feeding you this racist propaganda and these racist lies so they can have their foot soldiers go out and do the heavy lifting for them. Just like the days of slavery. They had the poor white people going out on slave catcher rebellions and running out and going and catching those runaway slaves. Meanwhile, those same slave catchers didn't get a dime off the profits from the tobacco, the cotton, the indigo, the sugar cane, none of that. They got nothing out of that. They got nothing out of it. They were still poor. You can go through history. You can go all the way from the days of slavery, all the way to the days of Reconstruction, after the Civil War, to the days of Jim Crow, to the Great Depression, to Reagan, to Bill Clinton, to Obama, to Trump. True Titan, my big brother. What's up with it, bro? You can go through history and you will see that poor white people have been getting scammed by this scam facade of white supremacy for forever and a day, and they're still getting scammed by the same lies today. That is why they still do the same shit over and over. What happens when you do the same thing over and over expecting different results? That's the definition of insanity. Like I said, I literally just proved to y'all that what I've been saying is true. Racism is a mental illness, and these people suffer dearly from it. They suffer dearly from a mental illness because someone lied and told them that somehow, because they were born with non-pigmented skin, that somehow made them superior to everyone else, when they are still subject to the same muck and mar that they criticize every time. All these flag waving Trump supporters, all these goofballs that's out here shouting, "Make America Great Again." Make America great for who? It's never been great for you either. It's always been great for rich white men. It's always been great for them. Throughout history, it's always been great for them. It's never been great for you. Rain. Rain got your ass. Racism is expensive. And you poor white people can't afford it anymore, homie. You gave away all your cards to that shamster standing in the corner at the bar because he promised you that if you abide by his rule that you will reign supreme, you'll be one of them one day. When is that ever going to happen? They've been telling that same lie since forever and a day, and y'all still poor. Rod Neal, what's up, bro? Good day, mate. They still think in their heads that they are somehow superior to everybody while still broke, while still living in trailer parks, fucking their sisters, while still being like red states. I'm going to go ahead and use red states for example, right? I'm going to use red states for example. White supremacy is a scam, a Ponzi scheme. They're going to keep listening to the, like everybody who went to Trump University. They listened to Trump tell them how many millions of dollars they were going to make. That was a bunch of bullshit. Anybody who knows anything about real estate knows it's who you know. That's how you make your money. But if you got someone like Trump, he's going to scam you into thinking, hey, you can do this too. No, you can't. Trump's father knew everybody. That's how Trump got on. Your broke ass don't know nobody. Your GED having ass don't know nobody. You have no college degrees. You have nothing. You have nothing. All you have is that white skin. And they convinced you to have pure hatred for everybody, your neighbors, everybody you have to share spaces with. They done convinced you to hate everybody simply because of skin color. A fucking social diatribe. As simple as skin tone. They convinced your dumb ass to hate everybody else. What's up, Thomas? These people are still they're going to fight tooth and nail with themselves to try to convince themselves what I'm saying is some bullshit. But I guarantee you, they can't refute nothing I'm saying. Because right now, at this very moment, poor white people are ripping and running the streets of LA right now, kidnapping people right now. It ain't none of those rich elite people talking about make America great again. It ain't Stephen Miller's ass that's out there. It ain't none of these bastards that's out there. It ain't Trump out there. It ain't Jeff Bezos out there. It ain't Mark Zuckerberg. It ain't none of those rich motherfuckers. Ain't none of the fucking top 1% of this country out here hunting down fucking immigrants. They're not. They gave them something to play with. They threw the silver ball and these fuckers fell for it. Now they're running out. Look, and y'all know it's real wild. While Trump is pumping their heads up, telling them to go out and grab these people and violate their civil liberties and civil rights, y'all got to remember this shit ain't going to last forever. And there's going to be a time to come where these people got to give an attestment for what the fuck they did. An atonement is coming for those people hiding behind face masks, because there's a docket of these people because they got to get paid, right? Accounts payable, your name, social security number, address, all that shit is somewhere in some fucking computer somewhere in the White House, and somebody's going to get it. And those ones who think they're immune right now are going to find out the hard way. Your broke ass, your broke white ass is just as bad and just in the same shit predicament as all of our black and brown asses are. Those same people you were kidnapping, you are no better than. You aren't. You aren't any better than anybody you're kidnapping. But they convinced you that because you got white skin, that you're a real American. But here's my question. When was America great for poor white people? Oops. Cam, how you doing? Sheila, how you doing, Queen? I'm going to run that question back because I don't think nobody in the back heard me. This thing on. Question. When was America great for poor white people? Oh, but the Irish they were slaves too. No, they weren't. They were indentured servants. And how did they turn the indentured servants who used to work with the slaves, who became friends or befriended the slaves and started working in unison beside each other? How did they turn their back against those slaves? They told them about whiteness. They gave them, hey, you can have a couple of them niggas over there. And they went on about their way. They gave them crumbs. Meanwhile, they were sitting on millions and millions, just like right now. If you look at the wealth gap in America right now, you will see the wealth gap is astronomically out of order. Again, here's my question. When is America going to be great for poor white people? I know they always, black people already know the answer to that question. It's never been great for us. We've been whooping y'all ass anyway. But it's never been great for black folks. But it ain't never been great for poor white people either. Hell, if you want me to be real about it, the only people it's always been great for are rich white men. Period. Even white women who get on these apps, who go out here in public and act like Karens and act like they got something up their ass, they ain't no better than us either. It wasn't until the passage of the 19th Amendment that white women could actually vote, own property, even speak in public without a man's permission. Without a man's permission. Y'all remember suffrage, right? They had to piggyback on the civil rights movement that black people were petitioning for because we wanted to be treated like human fucking beings and not property. But white women went to the booth and voted for a white supremacist who wants to roll the clock back to pre-Jim Crow. That's what they want to do. This country has only been great for rich white men since the inception of the United States of America. Period, point blank, the end of story. This country has only been great for white men, period. Rich white men. Just like right now, another example. Boom. Another example. During the pandemic, who were the only people profiting from the pandemic? Who were the only people profiting, and I mean richly, from the pandemic? All these rich white men. Our broke asses weren't. None of us were. None of us were. Again, come here. Come here. Hey, racist white people, guess what? The ones you hate and despise the most are your biggest allies. The ones that you've been going out torturing, hanging, lynching, eating their flesh, having fucking big ass pickaninnies, and going and drawing 10,000 crowds of 10,000 to go watch black bodies hang. You know, all those black bodies y'all strung up in trees for the appeasement of rich white men. What did you get out of that? Outside of making your people look like savages, look like animals, look like devils, look like demons. It's all in history books. When are y'all gonna stop being demons and be the Christians you claimed you are? How's that for an epiphany? How's that for an epiphany? How's that for an epiphany? That, my friends, is an epiphany if I ain't never heard one. When it hit me, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all, you gotta be, you gotta be shitting me. You got to be shitting me. You got to be shitting me. For real? For real. These motherfuckers been getting scammed. Eric B, salute to you, man. Thanks for subscribing, man. Yes, Tia. Yep. Why do you think Fox propaganda and Trump, all of these people? I'm gonna let y'all listen to something. Listen to this. Listen to this.
The way they were able to remove the power from the N-word by using it. So from now on, it's what up, my Nazi? Hey, what up, my Nazi? Hey, what's hanging, my Nazi?
Nazi, please.
Thank God you did a hard eye there. What is it?
Here's the thing, you can't even fucking say that shit. To say what up, my Nazi is still culturally appropriating AAV. So motherfucker, you can't even say that because that's not even original and that's not even white culture. But let me zoom out for a second. Instead of talking about the histories of the specific words that he's trying to use and say that Nazi is the same thing as the N-word, let me pull back and talk about the actual implication of what he's trying to do. America doesn't teach real history. They teach their version of history where they're the victors and they're on top. But even through that distorted and filtered view, one thing is for certain. The consensus in American history is that they look at World War II and they see themselves as the heroes. And so the story goes, the heroes in World War II liberated the Nazi concentration camps and ultimately ended the Nazi regime in Germany. Republicans are usually the ones that say that they are the strongest supporters of the military and our military history and honoring our war heroes. But this quick segment tells us everything that we need to know about exactly who they really are, not who they claim to be, not like the history that they've consistently washed to be. They're the same people who say that they're pro-America and America first, but their version of America is where the Confederacy wins. But that's the part that they usually keep quiet. Now they're telling you out loud, we want to normalize being able to call each other Nazis. But they're not German Nazis. They're the original Nazis. The Nazis in Germany were only inspired by the Jim Crow laws of the American South. To literally craft their legal discrimination, the Third Reich studied the United States.
Facts.
As a matter of fact, the Nazis looked at the Jim Crow South and saw how American blacks were being treated, and they thought that it didn't go far enough. The Jews had to be treated with more severe measures. Because of this, Nazis were more interested in how the U.S. had designated Native American Filipinos and other groups as non-citizens, even though they lived in the U.S. or its territories. These models influenced the citizenship portion of the Nuremberg Laws, which stripped Jewish Germans of their citizenship and classified them as nationals. Much like Donald Trump is trying to do right now, signing an executive order to end birthright citizenship. They're telling you loudly right now, they're not the Germany Nazis. They're the original Nazis. The American Nazis.
Need to learn.
Facts. Again, ties right into my point. Ain't it funny how videos just pop up and they tie right into my point? They have whitewashed, changed. The Daughters of Confederacy, the Daughters of Confederacy has done a number on poor white people. They done a number. Propaganda has fucked y'all up. Big time. Big time. Bigly. It has messed y'all up. Y'all don't know whether you coming or going. They convinced y'all to treat other people like property, like animals, like nothing. Like life means nothing. But then out of the same mouth, y'all are pro-birth. Oh, it's about the baby's life. Oh, a woman can't have autonomy over her body. All of this shit is hypocritical. It's nonsense. It's propaganda so it can keep y'all in line. So that y'all can continue marching on forward with the lie of white supremacy. Because white supremacy is a scam. It's a Ponzi scheme. Y'all do the hard work, going out kidnapping little kids from school, kidnapping mothers from work, kidnapping fathers from work, kidnapping people from immigration court after y'all said, if you do it the right way, do it the right way. Then what is the right way? There is no right way. Because the people y'all abducting are an easy place. They're the low-hanging fruit. You go into the courts, the immigration courts, where they have to show up. So because they're doing it the right way. Y'all don't care about them people doing it the right way. You don't care about people properly seeking asylum. Y'all don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all don't give a fuck about babies because you're hiding a list full of fucking powerful pedophiles. Right now, the Republican Party is the party of pedophiles. But they lie to y'all to gin y'all up so y'all can go out and do the heavy lifting for them. That's why Stephen Miller feels like he's powerful, because they brainwashed y'all enough and y'all are dumb enough to go your stupid ass out there and do their bidding. But guess what? The only people who are going to be at the end of fucking consequences, and when all this is said and done, are you lowly ass poor white motherfuckers that is out here breaking the law right now. Y'all are going to be held to the law. Not Stephen Miller, not Trump. Not Tom Homan, not Kristi Noem. Not that KK Caroline, not none of these motherfuckers. They're not going to be held accountable for shit. They'll find some way to squeak right on past while all you poor motherfuckers is out here doing the footwork, doing the heavy lifting, doing the kidnappings, doing all the other shit y'all out here doing. Just like on January 6th. All the ones that marched up, Trump promised y'all, I'm going to be right beside you. I'm going to march right on to the Capitol. And y'all took y'all lily white asses right on up to the Capitol, jumped over walls, broke windows, beat up police officers, but y'all pro protect the blue, right? Blue lives matter, right? Unless you're adhering to the scam of white supremacy. And there y'all went. That fast. Quick fast. All they had to do is hit y'all with them hot button words, and there y'all go. Oh, Trump is a good guy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Nope. That's the Pied Piper of demons. And your ass is falling in line. What if God came back to earth right now? What if God came to your house right now, white supremacists? What if he came to your house right now and he looked just like me? What would you say then? You call him a nigger? And he could smite you with a snap of a finger. What would you do? Right, Sheldon. Y'all get where I'm going with this? White supremacy is a scam, and y'all are being hustled. Y'all are being hustled right to prison. or right to an early grave. Because think about it. If another civil war breaks out in America, are you willing to die for Donald Trump? Are you willing to leave your kids behind for Donald Trump? Are you willing to leave your family, your lineage behind for Trump and this administration who don't give a flying fuck about y'all? They just stole your health care. They just stole your food stamps. If you got student loans like I do, they just made your student loans higher for you. Are y'all willing to die for Tom Homan? Because when people get tired, and the masses are getting tired very, very quickly, and they're going to stop abiding by your bullshit laws. And they're going to see that y'all are rich, undone. Y'all are out here doing whatever the fuck y'all want with no kind of care for the Constitution or any laws that y'all make us subject to. What happens when those people stop giving a fuck? What happens when they pick up arms and they fulfill the Second Amendment against tyranny? Because this is tyranny. This is tyranny. This is how militias are illegal. And what happens when people who get tired of y'all breaking the law, violating people's constitutional rights, doing everything y'all feel like y'all want, we don't have any help. We don't have a Supreme Court because 6'3" is always that number that fucks over the American people, always. So nobody got any trust in the Supreme Court anymore. Nobody has absolutely no trust in the White House. Nobody has any trust in the Congress. So who else do we need to turn to? Each other. And what happens when y'all fuck around and find a fuck out? Are you, with your MAGA hat, your Trump t-shirt, are you willing to die for that shit? Y'all better ask yourself that question, because y'all are going to push people. Trust me, when all this shit starts hitting the fan, they strategically planted all these fucking fuckovers for the American people. They strategically planned that shit. What happens when all Trump's tariffs, this beautiful scam and all this shit comes into play and it starts gaining foot in this country as if everything already ain't high? Trump and them are literally bragging to poor white America's face that we just collected $106 billion in tariffs, knowing that the American people pay those tariffs. There ain't no foreign government paying those fucking tariffs. It's you, dumbass. Trump and them are bragging. They're bragging. Peter Navarro was on Fox News today bragging about Trump and them collecting $106 billion in tariff revenue. That's from the American fucking people. As if shit ain't already high enough. That's $106 billion more in taxes that we all had to pay for. Yep, they're bragging about it. They want you to be excited about them fucking you. Over and over with no Vaseline. With none. None. They're blowing up the debt, but they supposed to be the fiscal conservative motherfuckers, right? Everything the Republican Party, no, I changed that. They're not the Republican Party no more. The party of pedophiles. The party of pedophiles. Everything that they're fucking saying to you in your face is a fucking lie. Everything they accused Joe Biden of, everything they accused Obama of, everything they accused Hillary Clinton of is a bullshit ass lie. I strongly suggest anybody who has any harsh feelings towards Hillary Clinton really do some research into her. Really see what type of time that woman has been on for a long motherfucking time. Go see what she really been doing. Y'all want to know something wild about Hillary Clinton? I bet none of y'all know. When the Black Panther Party was infiltrated by COINTELPRO and the FBI, guess who was the one who went before the court on behalf of the co-founder of the Black Panther Party? SEAL. Guess who went on his behalf? It was Hillary Rodham Clinton who did. Oops. So much for her not to just pandering to black folks. She really been about that shit for black folks. Oops. Right, Eddie. None of this shit makes sense because it continues to fuel the scam known as white supremacy. So as long as they can continue to make these people feel like somehow in their head they're superior to other people because they got melanated skin. Lyndon B. Johnson told these motherfuckers, all we have to do is convince the poorest white man that he's better than the greatest black man. He won't notice I'm picking his pockets. Hell, give him somebody to look down on. He'll empty his pockets for me. And you emptying them for this scam called white supremacy. You ain't winning shit. Guess what? Donald Trump just took health care away from 17 million people. You think you're exempt from that shit? Nope. Nope. This $106 billion in fucking tariffs that we just paid. Was you exempt from that shit? No, the fuck you weren't. Nope, you weren't. Did you get any of those tax breaks in that big, beautiful scam? Nope, you sure the fuck didn't. You got the same shit we did. Crumbs. Let them eat cake, Will. Let them eat cake, Will. Let them eat cake. Let them eat cake. The moment you realize, poor white people who are racist, the moment you realize your skin color don't mean a motherfucking thing in the real world, that all of our hearts pump the same kind of blood, that all of our organs work in the same way, we all react to pain in the same way, we all raise our kids in the same way. There is nothing different between us other than our skin color. That is it. That is all. This whole race bullshit debacle that they done created for y'all, for that facade y'all to fall victim to every fucking time, put a doozy on you real weak ass motherfuckers. Because y'all continue to think that somehow, some way, your white skin makes you superior to somebody. And again, I ask, how are you superior to anybody? How? What? Are you faster than me? Nope. Are you more educated than I am? Nope. You ain't there either. Nope. All them lies they told you was nothing but that. Lies. They told you were better than black folks. Black folks dominate you in education, sports. Because you set the system up where we had to work 10 times as hard just to get the same positions that you did. And still didn't get the same pay. You set the system up that way. Once you learn real history, and it's going to sting, it's going to hurt, you're going to see your grandparents in a different light then. You're going to have to ask some real motherfucking questions. Once you do like I did and learn real history so you can understand whether you've been lied to and scammed, that's the reason why they're trying to break down the fucking the Department of Education. That's the reason why they want to keep you fucking stupid. That's why Trump told y'all in y'all face, I love the poorly educated, because it's easy to manipulate y'all. Ignorance is bliss. It's not just a mantra. It's a lifestyle for you. Because ignorance requires no thought. Because if you knew better, you do better. But ain't nobody hearing what I'm saying, man. Ain't nobody hearing. Ain't making no noise. They successfully convinced you motherfucking racist motherfuckers that somehow, some way, by some stretch of your imagination, that your skin color equals more intelligence, more speed, more power, more everything. And y'all even said out your own mouth, when black people come and tell y'all about white privilege, you say, what privilege? I'm poor. I grew up in a trailer park. Do you get where I'm going with this now? You've been scammed. Your Mima and your Pawpaw been scammed. Y'all been hustled. You got Mike Johnson standing up in y'all face lying to you while claiming to be a Christian. You got the party of that be having prayer sessions at the White House. Their prayers are falling on deaf ears. God ain't in the White House. God ain't nowhere near the White House. Have y'all thought about why God allowed all this to happen? God allowed it. Because y'all kept asking for a king. He gave you one. He let you have it. Gave you your heart's desire. And now look at you. Discombobulated. Everything that you believe is a lie. Everything you believe is a lie. T times. Exactly. Everything you believe is a lie. You are praying to a false prophet. Y'all are laughing and joking right now. But wait. It's going to get worse. When you wait for the first of the month and your food stamp's supposed to hit your car and that motherfucker ain't there no more and you got hungry ass youngins at your house, what the fuck you gonna do then? Who you gonna blame? You gonna blame those immigrants or you gonna blame those black folks? We ain't the ones that stole your shit. When your mama gets sick, when your grandma gets sick, and y'all go put them in the car to take her because she needs an oxygen treatment so she can breathe. And you drive down to that hospital you used to take your grandma and your mama to. And that motherfucker is closed. Who you gonna blame? Immigrants and black folks? DEI? Who you gonna blame? They ain't have nothing to do with that shit. It was rich white men who stole from you. They did it. But they'll blame everybody under the sun because they know you're dumb enough to believe it. So when you burying your kids because they asked cancer research, when you burying your youngest because they contacted measles and you said you wouldn't get no vaccine because those doctors are antichrist. Because you don't believe in no doctors. You don't believe in no shots. Even though you got them. You let a heroin addict tell you about health care. You let a whole bunch, you got a whole administration of monkeys who don't know they asshole from their fucking index finger that are literally running this country into the ground. Like this, it took them less than 6 months to run this country to shit. After Joe Biden spent 4 years building this motherfucker to the #1 economy, the envy of the world, by every economist's standards. They literally ran this shit to the ground. Look, Trump and them seen a golden opportunity. Oh yeah, we back up now, nigga. We up now, player. And now they take that money that Joe Biden done put back into the economy, done revitalized the job industry, done did all this hard work. After they did all this hard work, Trump did exactly what he did to Obama's economy. Ran that sumbitch into the ground. Gave rich people more fucking money. And guess what you got out of it? Not a bitch ass thing. Nothing. You got nothing to show for your white supremacy. Nothing. No matter how many lies that big gum freak tells you. That bootleg Beavis and Butthead caricature. No matter how much that fucking goofball goes to any college campus that he can't pass. No matter how much hating on Ketanji Brown Jackson he does. No matter what this racist piece of shit says. It still won't erase the fact that you're going to wake up tomorrow still broke as fuck. Your situation ain't changed. Your grandma's situation ain't changed. She was born broke. She died broke. Your great-grandparents, it was the same motherfucking thing. She was born broke. She died broke. Guess what's going to happen to your real weak ass? You was born broke. Your broke ass is going to die broke. Unless you break the generational curse. Shout out to my brother Shelton in the super chat, man. He said, man, you preaching. It's the truth. When y'all understand the fucking truth, y'all understand my purpose here. My purpose is to wake you up. Get your ass up. I told my brothers, me and my brothers talk all the time. And one thing we promised each other is we was going to break every generational curse that was ushered on to my family. The way we was raised, everything. We're breaking every generational curse. We ain't using excuses no more. Well, they didn't know no better. I don't give a fuck no more. Now it's time to know better. It's y'all time to wake up too. It's y'all time to bind those generational curses. Because that's exactly what it is. It's generational curses on top of your head. And you believe just because your skin is white, that makes you better than the next person. Then I got news for you, dumbass. It doesn't. It never has, and it never will. All it did was made you subject and easier to manipulate so you can go out and commit the most heinous shit to make your people and your bloodline look like the animals we all know they are. Y'all stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. White supremacy is scamming the shit out you. And you too stupid to realize it. Y'all keep going on. Oh man, I'm white. I'm white. I got the best of everything. I'm white. I'm white. That don't mean a bitch ass thing to these rich motherfuckers. You are a pawn on a chessboard to give them more money. Everything that Donald Trump stole from the American people, he stole it from every last one of our broke asses. Every one of us. Not some, not those immigrants, not those black people, not the Mexicans that y'all kidnapping, not none of the LGBTQ people, not the trans people, not none of these people y'all obsess over on the internet. Not none of these motherfuckers. They don't give a flying fuck about them. That's just a silver ball to throw out to you dumbasses so y'all can take y'all eyes off of shit. Y'all can take your eyes off the Epstein files. You can take your eyes off this big, beautiful scam. You can take your eyes off of Donald Trump raping little girls. You can take your eyes off Donald Trump stealing and scamming. You can take your eyes off Donald Trump scamming motherfuckers with this Bitcoin shit. You can take your eyes off Trump taking a $400 million plane from Qatar who funds up fucking same people that Israel claim is a threat. Y'all stupid motherfuckers keep taking your, they go, here boy, throw that motherfucker over there. There y'all go. Ooh, ball. Y'all niggas go running over there looking fucking stupid every fucking time. But you want to know the cold thing about black folks? We know the play. We know the play. We been knew the play. We been synced the play. That's why we got Nat Turners. That's why we got Huey Newtons. That's why we got Fred Hamptons. That's why we got Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. That's how we got Marcus Garvey's. That's how we got a Charles Sumner. That's how we got a Charles Caldwell. That's how we got all these people you never learned about in school. We knew the play. That's how we got a Black Wall Street. That's how we got a Greenwood, South Carolina. That's how we got a Wilmington, North Carolina. That's how we got a Elaine, Arkansas. That's how we got all that. Because we knew the fucking scam. We've been saying it for the longest fucking time. Black folks have been trying to save you motherfuckers for a long time. But they had y'all so much in the matrix. Y'all was so jacked up in the matrix and fucked off because y'all thought somehow that your white skin made you better than me. When you don't, and you're not. You're subject to the same laws I'm subject to. If the government steals all our money tomorrow, all of our money's gone. If Donald Trump wants to send your kids to war, guess what? My kids going too. You're subject to everything the people you hate are subject to. You fucking dumbass. Charlie Kirk ain't nothing but a propaganda arm with big gums and little teeth and little eyes and look like a failed copy of Beavis and Butthead. That's all he is. There's no substance to him. He's a fucking college dropout, for God's man, for Jesus Christ's sake. This motherfucker is a college dropout. The fuck you listening to a failure for? What is he successful at? Hyping up you, feeding you red meat. Oh, the white man is this. We need to have mass deportation for these immigrants. We need to have it. For what? What are they doing to you? Nothing. They ain't doing a bitch ass thing but living. Not a motherfucking thing. These immigrants ain't these Mexicans, hombres, and amigos ain't bothering Trill Will. They don't bother me one bit. Every time I go to work, I see Mexicans every day out here with their music's blasting. I'm laughing like a motherfucker, and I'm watching the motherfuckers work. They ain't bothering a soul. They eat the enchiladas. They eat these empedas. They eat all that shit. They good. Leave them the fuck alone. Them folks ain't bothering nobody. But all of a sudden, now they're a threat. Oh, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. A white man just killed 2 people in Minnesota. A white man this past Sunday just killed 2 women in Kentucky. Wounded 3 others. White men make up 78% of all mass shootings that's ever happened on U.S. soil. White men lead the nation in rape, child porn, child sexual assault, larceny, public drunkenness, DUIs, grand larceny, robbery, theft. You want me to keep going? White men make up 38% of the population of the United States of America, but account for almost 60% of the crimes that happen here. That's a real fucking fact. Not that bullshit Charlie Kirk out here espousing. Go look up real facts. Go to the FBI and look it up and see if Trill Will lying. Almost 70% of all crimes that happen in America happen at the hands of white men. White men lead in domestic violence, beating women's ass. 80% of all serial killers in the United States were white men. Ted Bundy, who y'all romanticize. Oh, he's handsome, but he had bodies in his freezers. Jeffrey Dahmer is cute. This motherfucker was gay. Had little boys' penises in his freezer. But you romanticize him. You make movies about these fucking sickos. Good job, racist white people. You been scammed. Shout out to Mahari in the super chat. He said ICE agents losing their morale from within, and people are getting tooled up now. Uh-oh. Those racists are not thinking 5 decades from now. They're not. They ain't thinking about they ain't thinking about the long game. They ain't thinking about the aftermath of all the shit they doing. See, that's what the Heritage Foundation, Russell Voigt, fucking JD Vance, all these fucking weird bastards, they think they're gonna be able to control people. The only way you can control somebody if they allow you to. Y'all think Palantir is something to be scared of? I'm not scared of Palantir. You can't control me. I'm not scared of that shit. I'm not. They already got all of our information. They already got that shit. Ben had it. Y'all don't remember the Patriot Act? Y'all don't remember that shit? They running the rigmarole of same old shit to scare your stupid ass straight. Oh man, I can't do this. I can't do that. Oh, I can't do this. I can't do that. No, I can't do that. I'm gonna put my head down and just keep moving. No, that's what they want you to. They want you. They want you. Desolate, frustrated, no fight left in you. Just you just sit down and you take whatever they give you. Fuck it. Not me. I know the play now. I know the play. I understand the play now. The more you dig into history, the more that Donald Trump looks like Andrew Jackson. The more you dig in history, I'm going to say that again. The more you dig in history, the more Donald Trump looks like Andrew fucking Jackson. Now, that'll rattle that brain in your head. You'll go and look that shit up and you'll see, damn, Will, you right. I am. You know how I am right? because I went back and looked at real history. I didn't listen to that whitewashed, watered down, Daughters of Confederacy propaganda bullshit. I went and read the real doctrine. The real doctrine. Yep. Let these people continue to lie to you and hustle you out of your own freedom and even out of your own life. Because there's going to be a point in time where people stop fucking around with y'all. Because y'all think this shit is a game. You playing with people's lives here. How much longer do y'all think till those damn Latinos stop getting fucking scared and start planning? And start arming up. And start deboing y'all asses when the hunters become the hunted. Y'all gonna keep fucking around. Like I told y'all, I have not missed yet. That's the only thing that scares me about all this. I haven't missed one time yet. I haven't missed one. I haven't been off my mark, nothing. Everything I've said on this channel, and my videos are still up. My receipts are still the fuck up. I have not missed one fucking time. I ain't missed one time. I've been strategizing the whole fucking time when all this shit's going down. Hope y'all been too. Because I understand what the fuck is going on. Like Bernie Mac says. I know what the fuck is going on. Y'all ain't pulling no numbers on me no more. I understand the play. It's the same bullshit play they've been running for forever and a day. The same. It's the same. Nothing's changed, y'all. Nothing. Again, I say this all the time. They took a simple social construct as race. They turned this shit and twisted this shit to make you believe that somehow poor black people and poor immigrants are the reason you're poor. How can a poor person make another poor person poor? Neither one of y'all ain't got shit. How that work? A negative plus an... And y'all wonder why I call Trump supporters window lickers. Y'all wonder why. I'm laying y'all to play right here in your face. Right here. Zebo, salute to you, man. Listen. Tighten up, y'all. Tighten up. I want y'all to turn those brain housing groups on. Turn them on. Up full volume, bro. This shit is a scam, bro. They done scam these people into believing that white is superior. What are you superior to? I keep asking that question because I want an answer. What are you superior to? Who are you superior to? What makes you superior to me? Nothing. There's nothing that you can do that I can't. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing on this fucking planet that you can do that I can't. What did Kamala Harris tell y'all? Kamala Harris said we got more in common than what separates us. Couldn't be more true than today. That epiphany hit me like I heard the speech of her, what she did in Wisconsin. I remember when she said it. We have more that brings us together than what separates us. But not those fucking devils on the other side, though. They're counting on you being ignorant. They're counting on you to be mean-spirited towards me. They're counting on you to curse me out and call me racial names. Because they think it has some effect. I know who I am now. Call me a nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, nigga. Oh, you're a nigger. Oh, you thought I'm going to cry in the car. Oh, God, he called me a nigger. Oh, the first time I ever been called a nigger. Oh, God. That shit don't work no more. Do something better, homie. I still make more money than you do. I still live a better life than you do. My dick is still bigger than yours. That's never going to change. What else you got? I still look younger than you. And I'm older than you by a mile. There's nothing you can do to me. Nothing. Nothing you can say to me that affect me to the point to draw me to anger. You can't. You ain't got the power to do it. Pam, how you doing, Queen? Why not? Salute to you, man. They got him. Why not? They got him. They got him, bro. They got him. Hook, line, and sinker with the old okie doke. Oh man, we're gonna bring back the old good old we're gonna bring out the hits. We're gonna bring the hits. Ah, it's the blacks. The blacks. Oh, the blacks. It's the blacks. No, it's the immigrants. It's those Mexicans over there. That's the reason why we're still poor. No, it ain't. They ain't got nothing to do with you being poor. They don't make no policies. They don't run no companies or nothing. They're just over here to make a better life for themselves. They ain't bothering you. They ain't even thought one time about you. But here you are obsessing over them. Those trans people ain't bothering you. They ain't even thinking about your stupid ass. But you all in their bathroom, all in their bedroom. What the most fucking funniest part about all this shit is white women. White women. Boy, y'all. Sheesh. They done pulled the real scammer machine out for your real weak asses. Like that shit needs to be studied. The very ones that helped you get the rights, you shit on now. And somehow in your head, you think you're better than them. For example, you have a whole legion of white women right now that think Melania Trump is smarter, more beautiful, more classy than Michelle Obama. But at the same fucking time, in the same fucking space, Melania Trump just literally plagiarized fucking Michelle Obama's motherfucking speech, her whole fucking movement with Be Best and shit. Like she copied everything she can copy from that black queen. But here y'all are. Oh, she's great. Great at what? What she's great at? What's she good at? She can't even write a speech. Michelle Obama is a Harvard Law graduate. Where did Melania Trump graduate from? What the fuck? Can y'all see Michelle Obama's ass and titties on the internet? But I can see Melania's. I guarantee you 90% of everybody in here done seen Melania Trump's titties and pussy. Guarantee you. Guarantee you. I guarantee you 90% of y'all in here and everybody who watched this video have already seen Melania Trump naked. And not now one of you motherfuckers in here has ever seen Michelle Robinson Obama naked anywhere, on any platform, anywhere, nowhere. Only in your imagination. The only man who's ever seen her naked is Barack Obama. Everybody done seen that bitch shit everywhere. Hell, Russia was showing her shit on live TV at the inauguration. They literally was showing it on TV laughing. Like for real. If I wouldn't get took down, bro, I would show y'all that on Russian TV, Russian state TV, they had Melania Trump's naked ass all over it. Nah, Sheldon, you ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing shit. She built like Charlotte Flair. I put it to you that way. But she's so classy. Oh, God, she's classy. She looks better than Michelle. Michelle was like a man. She's like a man. They got y'all. They got y'all out here on the gas. And y'all legitimately think because you got white skin, that somehow puts you above everybody else. You think God is going to somehow put you in a special category because you got white skin. Newsflash. Your white skin ain't what you think it is. It's actually a genetic mutation. Oops. And I guarantee you this. If you did a DNA test right now, you got African genes in your system. Oops again. And I guarantee you got Neanderthal DNA in your system too. Oops one more time. Because these are facts. Black men can't grow hair all over their bodies. They can't. Whoops. kitty. Whew. Boy, this truth be boy. This truth is almost this truth is as good as this damn slushy. I tell you, boy. I'm telling you. Hey, learning real shit is like a drug for real. Learning real history, learning this stuff makes everything make sense. Like all this Epstein shit makes sense. This Trump administration makes sense. Me and my wife was talking about it earlier. Like I told you, me and my wife have some of the greatest conversations that y'all never hear about. And one day I'm gonna do a show. Me and her are just gonna talk. I'm gonna turn the camera on. We just gonna talk. I'm gonna let y'all hear it for yourself. Cause some of the stuff, boy, I tell you, boy, I'm telling you, you're getting scammed, white people. Y'all getting scammed, homie. You getting scammed. There is no, what kind of, do y'all get like a secret, like I'm asking the white supremacists, do y'all get like some secret ring, a decoder ring, or like a card that say, hey, I got special white powers, or do you like fly with a cape or something, or do you just get that white hood? That's all. You still die like I do. You still walk and talk and breathe just like I do. You still are subject to the same laws that I'm subject to. So what did you get out of it? What'd you get? What did you get? That's been the question. Ain't nobody answered it yet. And I don't think nobody's going to answer, because that answer requires you to be truthful to yourself. Now, with that being said, I can tell you about my people. My people got convinced that shit, colorism is a thing. Light skin versus dark skin. The stupidest argument in the world. We're all black. In the eyes of a white supremacist, we're still niggas. So none of that shit even matters anyway. They done a number of, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell, Yante? Not my thing.
It ain't nothing.
Eddie, he ain't. He is not. Yep, Barron is an acre baby. None of his kids are legal. By his standards, none of them. Ivanka was not legal when she had Eric Dunn Jr. and Ivanka. Nope, sure wasn't. Sure wasn't. I'm telling you, racism ain't nothing but a mental illness, dude. Racism is a mental... Boy, didn't I just prove my damn point? I've been saying that shit for damn years. Racism is a mental illness. I never could enunciate the real meaning behind that statement until today. It really is a mental illness. They really convinced y'all that somehow you're Superman. And Superman is imaginary. He ain't even real. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yep, Nicholas, they gave them one of them little, they gave them a niblet. Made them feel a little, look, it's just like the CEO of a company promoting little Bradley over there to shift manager. And he automatically thinks that he got some kind of special power or privileges and shit. Gave him a little bit of access to it. That's why these motherfuckers run to the store playing the lottery, dog. Because they want to be part of that group. That's absolutely why I stopped playing it years ago. Because it's a fallacy. You going to pay it, think about it. White supremacy is like playing the lottery. It gives you the hope that you might hit the jackpot one day. But you never will. You'll die before you do. The chances of you hitting that jackpot is 1 in 3.5 million. Just like the same odds for you hitting the jackpot in the lottery. It's the same thing. Think about it. White supremacy is like playing the lottery. Shit, all the signs are there. You can believe all you want to that you're going to be a millionaire, but that shit ain't never going to happen. What's the chance that shit happening? Y'all notice that most of the winners of the lottery have already been people who already got a lot of money already? Have y'all wondered that? Have y'all ever thought about that? Go back and look at the jackpot winners. Matter of fact, there was one in particular. Somebody here in South Carolina won a $1.2 billion jackpot. And they already had money. For real. They want you to believe that somehow you're special from everybody else because of your skin color. But you ain't got nothing tangible to sustain that theory. Nothing. You ain't got nothing of substance to sustain that bullshit ass theory. None. You got nothing to show for it. What can you show me to show me that white people are superior to anybody? What can you show me? What can you show me? I'm talking about tangible shit. Show me something tangible. Oh, blacks are on welfare. So are you. Oh, blacks get food stamps. So do you. Oh, blacks eat chicken. So do you. Everything you laugh and joke about black folks doing, y'all do it. Ain't that funny? But still in your head, you still think that somehow you're different. Racism is a mental illness. You need to get checked out. You're ODing, homie. Diane, how you doing? You need to get checked out, big dog. Something is mentally wrong with you. There is no person on this planet superior to anybody. The only one that should be superior is God Almighty. That's it. That's all. That's how it should be. That's what y'all claim you believe anyway. But you don't really believe that. Because in your racist head, you think somehow, some way, that you have some special ordination over everything. You think you're Adam in the Garden of Eden. But you're not. You're not. Man, hell yeah, Detroit. I'm dropping nothing but truth bombs today. And I don't even go live on Tuesdays. I don't. But I got hit with this epiphany. I was like, man, I might as well talk about this shit while it's fresh on my mind. I literally just told my wife that. Y'all stop me when I'm lying, though. Stop me when I'm lying. Trump tapped into that shit. That's why Trump told y'all stupid ass, I love the poorly educated. I love y'all. Sure do. He sure do. Because ignorance is bliss. It requires no thought. It requires nothing but your ability to just take whatever the fuck he gives you. Just think about it. Every time a rich white man wants you to go fight in a war, guess what he's not subject to? That war. He's not subject to the PTSD that comes behind that war. He's not subject to the bullets flying past his head. He ain't subject to none of that, seeing kids get shot, none of that shit that we have to go see. I'm a veteran. I know this shit firsthand. They don't see none of that shit. We do. Our poor asses do. 67% of the people who join the military are broke. That's why they join. They ain't going to be subject to none of these wars. That's why Trump can go and stupidly drop a bomb on Iran. That's why he can do it. Because y'all going to do it for him. Because in your head, you think you big power. I'm proud to be an American. Yeah, sure. Then when we go to war, then what? Then when your brother dies or your child dies, then what? You still proud to be an American? Ask those families who went over in service for this country and died. And they get flown back, or their bodies get flown back over here, and the president's at the fucking golf course, not giving a fuck. You tell me, am I lying? Did anything I say in the hour and 19 minutes that I've been live, was any of it a fucking lie? Was any of it? Your life has no value to these fucking people. When you go out and crash out for these dumbasses, guess what? They ain't gonna be at your funeral. All these ICE agents, all these goofballs out here breaking the fucking law, because that's exactly what you're fucking doing. Out here breaking the law. When motherfuckers stop caring because they see you breaking the law, and they be like, hell, if they can break the law, I can too. And these motherfuckers start coming out, not throwing rocks, but throwing bullets this time, then what? ICE agents? Was it worth it then? Do you still feel all powerful and all juiced up now? You think that little mask is gonna protect your stupid ass? What happens when a 5.56 come down range and hits you square between your eyes, taking your brain cavity with it? Then what? The United States is the most armed country in the world. We got more guns amongst per capita than any other fucking country in the world. And you think for 1 second motherfuckers gonna keep watching y'all break the law over and over again, and you think you're just gonna go unscathed and nothing's gonna happen, and Donald Trump gonna be able to do whatever the fuck he want, and nobody's gonna pay attention? Ooh. You don't tell me what to do, woman. These my eyes. I looks where I please. Thank you. Again, I'm gonna ask this question again to all the Trump supporters out there, all these MAGA-tards and stuff, all these hardcore MAGA. I'm MAGA. I'm Trump 100%. I love Donald John Trump. All right, cool. Are you willing to lay your life down for that motherfucker? That's the question. Cause I ain't. Then you gotta ask yourself this question. Is a motherfucker gonna be crazy enough to take yours to protect theirs? And the answer to that one 9 times out of 10, well, 10 times out of 10 is motherfucking yeah. Yeah. Yep, Piff, exactly. You better ask yourself, is it worth it? How will the history books paint you? How will your family remember you? Will they remember you for standing what's right? Because right now, the only battle being fought is a battle between right and wrong. Ain't got shit to do with color. Right and wrong, last time I checked, didn't have no color. This shit is wrong. Exactly, sir. That's my whole point. The rich are exempt from consequences, but you ain't. Just like on January 6, 2021, 1,600 people saw consequences. One didn't. And just so you put the icing on the cake, when you think you got prestige, like Mike Pence, the whitest of white men in America, the picture boy for fucking conservatism in America, the man literally calls his wife mother. And you think with these monkeys running around the fucking ellipse in the West Campus of the White House chanting hang Mike Pence, and they erected a gallows so they can string him up, you still think you protected? Nobody here ain't. And guess what Trump said? Fuck him. Okay. The elites can discard anybody at any given time. And that's what they're going to keep doing. And that's what they're doing right now. So they can round up all y'all, get y'all MAGA hats and stuff, and y'all cheering and chanting your own demise and looking fucking stupid. And you have people like me over here sounding the alarm like, bro, they are literally stealing everything from you. Oh, you're a libtard. You're a lib. You're crying. I am. I don't want to see old people die. I don't want to see babies die. I don't want to see nobody get sick. I don't want my kids fighting in no fucking wars. I want to be able, when I die, I want to be able to leave my kids something. Something of value. I just want to be left the fuck alone. That's what black folks have always. Black folks ain't never sought revenge. And you're lucky that's all we've never sought revenge. You lucky we haven't. All we wanted was to be left the fuck alone. And how hard is that? How come y'all can't do that? Oh, he already came for him, Carpe Diem. He already did. Pause. He already did. That big, beautiful scam already did. They strategically planted all the bombs, though. They strategically did that shit. Everything go off at the election cycles. So they can blame the Democrats. Oh, it's the Dems' fault. No, it ain't. They didn't pass that bill. Y'all did. Everybody watched y'all on TV. We had a lot of debates about it. Talked about it. But there'll be a segment of America who don't give a fuck, who ain't watching shit. And then boom, they believe the lie. Justin, I am too. I wish I didn't care so much. Hell, you voted for this shit. Have the day you voted for it. Black people are on some different time nowadays. This is the first time in American history black people have been on some different motherfucking time in unison. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. Now we're learning about real history. Now we're learning about what our ancestors did for real. Not this whitewash Daughters of Confederacy version of propaganda bullshit that these motherfuckers keep serving. We ain't learning that shit no more. Fuck that shit. We know that shit's a lie. All that shit's a lie. There's people still living right now who went through the shit. Nope, Shelton. They won't. Oh, yeah. Don't worry. I call them coons and sambos. They are not invited. They might as well stay their monkey asses over there. Hey, T, you want to hear something wild? I asked that same question at Guadalcanal when I was in Japan. I asked it. They know everybody got a lot of guns here. They know we got the most guns in the world here. Everybody armed up to the teeth. And again, I'm going to stress this to every last one of y'all under the sound of my voice. If you ain't ready, you better get ready. Huh? If you ain't ready, you better get ready. And if you got a fear of firearms, go take the course. Go to the range. Get familiar with it. Learn it. Learn it. I'm telling y'all, get your shit right. Go to the range like I do. Make sure your make sure your motherfucking aim is on point. Cause mine is. I ain't missing. I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm gonna send your ass straight to hell faster than you got here. I'm gonna protect me and mine though. I want y'all to be safe. Cause these people are on that dum-dum juice. And they like it there. Get your shit together. Hot shot, how you doing, Queen? Get y'all shit together, yo. Get y'all shit together. Get ready so you gotta stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So if somebody want to get bold and brash enough to trespass on your property and endanger your family, you got a means to defend yourself. Don't worry, I'm about to get more. And more. And more. I see a blackout in my future. And that's going to be the next one I get. Nope. All you have to do is go to the range. Because my wife can shoot. My son can too. Don't worry, we good here. We protected here. We are real good here. That mystery mouse toolbox that's right behind me is chock full of fucking prizes. With plenty of gifts. Pardon gifts. And my kids are straight. My kids are strapped too, just so y'all know. Like seat belts. In my house. Trust me, we are good on all sections. We are good. Trust me. I got a live taken down because I started showing some of the shit I got in my safe. I got a live taken down. They took my fucking live down quick like a motherfucker. Talking about, and I see nothing but videos of guns on YouTube. I'm telling you, man. Hey, don't fuck around, bro. Hey, I'm just saying, get your shit together, dog. I love y'all, man. That's why I tell y'all this shit. That's why I break this shit down. That's why anytime I have like an idea like today, an epiphany like today, I share it with y'all. That's why I say hit that bell icon so you be notified when I go live. So you be like, hey, Will don't normally go live today. He's live now. I'm live. That's true, sir. That's true. But I guarantee you this. I'll tell you this from experience. When it comes down, when the rubber meets the road, when the shit get real, when the shit hits the fan, you ain't even gonna think about it. The only thing that's gonna be on your mind is it's either me or them. And 10 times out of 10, you always gonna be prioritizing you. So whatever happens at the end of this motherfucking thing right here, this thing, go with God, my boy. Go with God. Because I'm going to send you to him. Yep, go with God. I'm telling you, dog. I know people. I know human nature. And trust me, I thought that too, sir, the first time. Yeah, I'm not going to say too much about it. I don't talk about that shit, dog. But I do know, I remember to this day, that shit never go. That's been over 20 years ago. I still remember how I felt. Down to the fucking second. I remember it. I have dreams about it. I don't like to call them dreams because it's nightmares. But I still remember everything about it. I can tell you what time it was, how hot it was outside, what the windage was, what I set my rear aperture to. I could tell you exactly everything I did, what gun I used, the whole nine. I know every detail about it because you don't forget shit like that. I'm telling y'all, I hope all of y'all get ready. Get your shit together. Make sure you got your shit together. And if you got your shit together, fine tune your shit. Let that motherfucker go meet a man about a dog. For real. Let him go see a man about a dog, homie. For real. Send him on up there send him up to Jesus. Send him up to Jesus. Jesus, I'm sending one to you. Mm-hmm. Man, that's crazy, Jesse. Everything is fucking off because of Trump and them, man. Everything is. That's some crazy work, dog. That's crazy work. That's crazy work. That's crazy. I wonder what this video is about.
But they didn't vote for the younger Kamala Harris, almost like they didn't care about age. They said Kamala Harris wasn't qualified, but Trump can't read or spell. They said Biden couldn't walk up a flight of stairs. And here's one we heard a lot. Biden didn't even know where he is. And here we see Trump, who can't find a big black limousine that was parked right in front of Air Force One. He couldn't find the limousine right in front of him.
Damn.
And here he is about to walk into a wall. And my favorite one is Biden couldn't complete a sentence.
Campaign of terror, murder, mayhem will not be tolerated.
Tolerated.
Applicable state taxes as well. The state taxes hopefully will. Magnificently, we are really, you take a look. Provided to shield and shelter criminal. Look, wait. He directed the December assault.
The United States.
Armed forces, and you understand that very well.
He could be the dumbest man on earth.
You a beautiful look. They were trying to take Christmas out of Christmas, you remember?
We begin our. Hey, look, this is a good place. Is this a great thing to do? You came for.
He's such a fucking idiot. He's such a dumbass that people can't see it.
Look, wait. And you understand that very well.
You look. You remember? Yes, look, you saw it.
They said Biden was too old to run, but they didn't vote for the younger Kamala Harris, almost like they didn't care about age. They said Kamala Harris wasn't qualified, but Trump can't read or spell.
Wow. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm gonna keep that one. That one right there. Boy. That one, boy. I'm telling y'all. Trump tapped into that damn it's great to be white. You're powerful because you got white skin, brother. You're powerful. You ain't got shit. He told y'all was Superman, and all you got is a towel wrapped around your neck with some tinfoil on your head. You fucking goofballs. He told y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's a scam. White supremacy is a scam.
Calling them hypocrites about this point all the fucking time without doing any fucking basic research about Obama's actual immigration policy and understanding the key fucking differences between what he was doing and what Donald Trump is doing in this fucking administration.
Damn.
Obama did not do the same fucking thing. Not even fucking close. Obama's administration prioritized individuals with actual criminal records, verified criminal records, especially under the Secure Communities program. It was focused on recent arrivals predominantly, and especially those individuals who are identified as national security threats, not people who were
Joe
identified as
Townsend,
national
what's up,
security
bro?
threats by executive order after they'd already fucking been here.
Hey, Joe, I got a question for you. What makes white people superior to anybody? I know you know this one. And look, that's gonna bring me to my next question. If Republicans' policies are so good, then why do they always gerrymander and steal shit? Why? And if Republican policies are so good, then why are Republican states the poorest in the United States? But Gavin Newsom's a horrible governor, though. And they had a $18 billion windfall in his state last year. They paid Mike Johnson's broke ass state money. But yeah, the Democratic counties in this country contributed to shit. I forgot the percentage. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go back and research it. But good God in heaven. That stuff right there ought to keep you up at night. The king of incest. That's my sister, and I love her. That's my sister, and I love her. That's it. Let me find that clip. Let me find that clip. Let me find that clip. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find that clip. Yes, sir. That's some funny shit.
Season, his head of Homeland Security doesn't know what habeas corpus is. His head of the Department of Education, who thinks AI is a steak sauce, doesn't know what the Tulsa Race Massacre was. And his Social Security Commissioner didn't even know we had a Social Security commissioner. All while his head of the Department of Defense is drunk texting war plans, his head of Health and Human Services is citing studies that don't exist, his head of transportation won't fly in or out of at least one of our airports due to safety concerns, and the guy he tapped to lead an $18 million terror prevention team is a 22-year-old former grocery clerk with zero government experience of any kind. But sure, keep talking about Biden.
That is wild work. That is wild work. Man, Joe, tell them again, man. If California said, man, fuck y'all motherfuckers, we ain't giving y'all a dime of federal money at all. And you can. Man, listen. Yep. $71 billion. Yep. That is true. That is true. That there is true. That's some wild work. That's true. DOJ lawyers are quitting. Yeah, listen to this.
For any exposition of what the Biden Justice Department knew. He doesn't care about the truth. He doesn't care about the people.
Hold on, Bill.
This is what
hold
he does.
Bill, hold on. You said Epstein was convicted during the Biden administration. Epstein committed during the Trump administration.
Whoops.
Yeah, so am I wrong on that?
Yep. Pretty wrong.
He was arrested in 2019.
Trump.
And he committed in 2019. He died on August 10th of 2019. So the Biden administration was not involved in a conviction or a trial of him. They were in his Elaine Maddox trial.
But he was arrested and indicted under Merrick Garland.
No, under Trump.
Who had all
under
of the
Trump.
information.
Epstein was arrested.
Bill Barr.
Indicted under Trump in 2019. Trump was president. Merrick Garland was not the attorney general.
Look how stupid he looked. He's so full of propaganda and bullshit. I keep trying to tell y'all people, man, y'all still think Donald Trump name ain't in the Epstein files. It's Joe Biden. He did it. It was Joe Biden. It was Joe Biden had nothing to do with it. Absolutely fucking nothing to do with it. Nothing.
2016 at Trump, when she was just 13 years old, at Epstein's Manhattan residence in 1994. When she was set to speak to reporters about one of her lawsuits against the men, she abruptly backed out, citing multiple threats.
She has decided that she's too afraid.
Then she dropped the case entirely. Now the horrifying details of the anonymous woman's claims are resurfacing after Trump's refusal to release the Epstein files despite spending years promising he would. It's caused suspicion even from MAGA. In lawsuits, Johnson alleged she was recruited under false pretenses to Epstein's parties and forced to be. That's when she says Trump forcibly her as she pleaded for him to stop. She even claimed that he threatened to kill her and her family if she ever told anyone what he and Epstein had done to her. It's important to note that none of Johnson's allegations have been proven in court, and her identity has remained anonymous, making her claims hard to prove. But they're worth investigating, given the numerous credible essay accusations against Trump, his public comments about young women and girls, and his close relationship with Epstein from the late 80s through the early 2000s. The two did have a falling out in 2004, but it wasn't about Epstein's illegal conduct. It was over a Palm Beach mansion bidding war. If anything has become clear in the years following Epstein's death, it's that the powerful can get away with almost anything in the U.S. The criminal justice system doesn't protect victims. It protects those with power time and time again. Not a single person involved with Epstein is currently in prison for their crimes against children, except for Ghislaine Maxwell. This isn't left versus right, it's up versus down, and we know what side Trump is on.
Ooh. Well, again, do y'all remember that case of the state congressman from South Carolina that just got arrested for child pornography and sexual assault of minors? Y'all remember that? Did he get a benefit of the doubt? Is he out free? No. Only the rich and powerful can get away with that shit. Your broke ass can't. Ya ta 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 ta, ya ta 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 ta, ya ta 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 ya.
Here because he just said that the state of Texas receives more money from the federal government than we pay in taxes. And I gotta say, he is absolutely right. Each year, on average, Texas is one of the states that gets more money from the federal government than we pay in. He's making the argument that if you're going to say that giving people money that they didn't earn is freeloading, well, shouldn't states who send more money than they get back withhold some of that money so that other states don't freeload? Now, Texas is not the worst offender when it comes to this. We're kind of middle of the pack, depending upon the year. But you can see here just how many other states are also getting more than they send in. For instance, in 2022, Texas received about $1,500 per person more in federal benefits than we paid out. And the reason that's important is because things that we like to take credit for in Texas, as though we paid for them ourselves, we actually got a little help from Uncle Sam. And I think one of the things that's going to upset Texans the most is one of the states that consistently comes in highest when it comes to sending way more money to the federal government than they get back in return. California. In fact, they ranked next to last when it came to federal benefits they received versus dollars they sent to Washington, D.C. So Texans, what do you think? Is it all right for us to be taking more money from the federal government than we're giving them? Or maybe we should pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and only receive our fair share?
Wow. Sheesh. Y'all still believe that lie? They still believe the immigrants? Y'all still believe the immigrants is the reason why we got so much debt in this country? Y'all still believe it? Yeah, y'all believe it. As a matter of fact, which minding my black business. Salute to you, man. Peace and Pan-Africanism, my brother. Salute. Salute to you, minding my black business. Salute to you. Oh, yeah, ta ta ta, yeah, ta 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 ta. The states that get the most federal money: West Virginia, Alaska, Arizona, Mississippi, New Mexico, Louisiana, Alabama, Kentucky, Montana, Wyoming, South Carolina, Vermont, Indiana, Maine, North Dakota. All red states except one of them, I think. New Mexico is the only blue state that's in there. Yep, it's the only blue states in there. Yep. One blue state that's in there, New Mexico. The rest of them, shoot. I love they have maps. Okay, let's do some fact checking, shall we? Let's go on to the state Louisiana. 24.3 billion of its 29.8% of its overall revenues come from the federal government. Shit. I think I should show y'all this though, and I'm gonna get off here. There y'all go. It's the same map my buddy was the guy that I just showed y'all the video of to show y'all. There you go. Right there. Right there, mate. Right there. Do you know what I mean, yeah? Yeah. 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 Booyah. Booyah. only red states that don't really take federal money like that is Georgia and Florida. The rest of these in the Bible Belt, brokies. Every one of these are brokies. Mike Johnson State, Louisiana, brokies. Super brokies. They're the brokest of the brokest bastards in the world. You ain't got a room to say you're the broke. You and New Mexico, y'all the two brokest motherfuckers on here. Yep, Texas is right there, right. You right there. Arkansas, where Sarah Fuckabee Sanders, that's where she at. They're broke too. Mississippi broke. Alabama broke. Tennessee broke too. They ain't that broke though. They ain't as broke as motherfucking Louisiana where Mike Johnson's from. Brokies. Fucking broke. Alaska. Brokies. Broke. Niggas is broke, bruh. And they got the nerve to talk about fucking California. They got the nerve to talk about California. The nerve to talk about California. Oh, California, man, they such a terrible governor. Terrible. Funny that the blue states are all reigning supreme when it comes to not borrowing money from the federal, not taking all of its revenues from the federal government. That's funny shit. That is some funny shit. That is some funny shit. It's always the brokest motherfuckers that got the most to say, ain't it? Ain't it? Ain't it though? Lord have mercy. Shit, y'all are broke. Sheesh. That's some disgusting work. Red states, I just want y'all to see that these are lies, that these motherfuckers, man, see, it's the immigrants. The immigrants is the reason why you're broke. That's the reason why you're broke. That's the reason why you're broke. That's why you're broke. You're broke right there, buddy. You're broke. That's why you're broke. You're broke. See, you broke, buddy. See, you broke. All right. Let Mike Johnson keep lying to y'all, man. Let him keep lying to y'all. Let them keep lying to y'all. Boy, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work. That is some crazy work. "19 states sent more to the federal government than they received in 2023. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Yeah, ta 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 ta. Tennessee, Nebraska. Well, Nebraska about to be up there with them other motherfuckers because they about to be brokey brokes. They about to be super broke. And most of Nebraska's shit came from subsidies from the government. So let's start there, buddy. Let's start there, bud. I'm gonna do a show one day of showing y'all just how terrible Republican Party, the party of pedophiles fucking policies really are. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm broke, nigga, I'm broke. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here because I'm tired. I'm glad y'all joined me for this nice epiphany that I had. And I hope y'all learned something. Again, I'm going to end this shit by saying white supremacy is a scam. It's a scam. They convinced y'all that your skin color gave you some special powers or some bullshit when you ain't got shit to show for it. you're still broke. You're still subject to the same laws I am. You have nothing special over anybody at all. And like Kamala Harris famously said, we have more that should bring us together than what separates us. We have more in common than what separates us. Till y'all stop drinking the Kool-Aid, I hope y'all ready. Because it's going to be fun. For real. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Shout out to everybody in the super chat. Everybody smashed the like button. Everybody who shared your ideas and all came by and listened to me run my mouth for a while. I really, honestly, truly appreciate every last one of y'all. But anyways, y'all have a great night. All right?